Hey guys, how you doing? Ron here with Tech Tips to Go. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin halving that is coming up, and we're going to go through what people think, that Bitcoin might be on the decline or it might be on the rise. So coming up next. So my personal opinion, I don't think we're in a decline, but who knows? With these crypto markets, anything can surprise us, right? And, if you've been keeping up with the news, great. You probably notice a couple of things. Tether, which is the stable coin. If you look at the amount of stable coins that are on the market, a lot of people are positioning or putting their money into stable coins. One, maybe because fiat, they want to stabilize their coins instead of having fiat depending on what currency, and you don't want it to fluctuate. Like the Lebanese currency has dropped more than 50%. With things going on with oil, it's just the volatility has been the volatility has been too up and down. So a lot of people, a lot of investors are coming into the market, in the crypto market, and they're buying packs, they're buying Tether, they're buying more USDC, USDT, etc., Binance USD. And on CoinMarketCap right now, and I'm showing you this here, the 24-hour volume for Tether. If you look at this, Bitcoin is at 32. Tether is at 45, right? And it's just, the percentage of change within the last 24 hours. What does this mean? Is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Let's go take a look at some of the articles here. So Tether just printed another 240 million as the demand for Bitcoin flourishes. So, when I was looking at the news, there's a couple articles. They're saying, well, Bitcoin's going to crash. That was just one article. Majority of the articles are saying, Bitcoin is going to flourish, Bitcoin is going to rally up, etc. But, I'm going to leave the links below. You guys can kind of comment below. You guys let me know. Do you think Bitcoin, with the Bitcoin halving coming up in less than 2 weeks, do you guys think we're going to see an uptrend, an increase, demand for Bitcoin? Or do you think it's going to go the other way down, right? So here is an article that says a Bitcoin whale, which is by the name of, I think, Joe007, said, he suggests that the BTC price will crash. Halving is priced in already. So basically, that's what it sums it up. He's a crypto whale, and he said sarcastically, no, of course, it's not priced in. On the very day of the great halving, everybody will finally realize how underpriced BTC is. They will all rush to buy it in droves with unemployment checks, etc. So, to his credibility, Joe007 is estimated to be holding a large Bitcoin short position. As shown by data from the Bitfinex leaderboard, it indicates that the trader is down 11.3 million in the past month. So, to that credibility, do you take his advice, knowing that he's been down 11.3 million? Take this article with a grain of salt, even though it's on Cointelegraph, which is, credible source, but, he's down 11. So what does that tell you in his credibility and trading and, his short positions, whether it's short or long? You guys let me know. Let me know in the comments. I personally think, people are putting their money more into Tether, and I think we're going to see a demand for more Bitcoin as we're getting closer. I think some people are waiting for that dip or that, quick drop, maybe for the whales to do their manipulation, and maybe it goes down, and that's where Tether's in there. But who knows? I think time will tell. But, here's another article. This is breaking news. Bitcoin whales on the move. 68,000 Bitcoin moved on-chain for the first time in 5 years. So this was about 20 hours ago. And it just shows, a large Bitcoin whale just graduated to a 5-year hodler last week. 68,000 BTC moved out of a 5-year active supply band, indicating that the last time they moved on-chain was in April 2015. So here is, that's just not with Bitcoin itself. if you look at Grayscale, so if you're familiar with Grayscale, so Grayscale is buying half of all newly mined Ethereum. So this is another reason why I'm bullish on Ethereum and Vechain. But Grayscale is like a holding company, and for investors that are looking to get into Ethereum, I think they put up like a 400% markup if you want to, buy Ethereum. If you want to buy one Ethereum, you got to pay that investment firm to take care of all, you don't have to get on the exchange, you don't have to get a cold wallet, etc. We buy an Ethereum for you at a 400% premium. Yeah, here it is right here. So Grayscale's Ethereum Trust allows institutional investors to buy securities that track the value of Ethereum at 400% premium. So that's what Grayscale does. And, that investment firm just sees a positive. So now what they're doing is they're buying half of all newly mined Ethereum. So now it just mentions that they hold 1% of the circulating supply. I think they have a lot of faith in Ethereum, with Ethereum 2 coming out, with staking that's going to happen. I did make a video on that before, so it even mentions here, Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency market. Like Bitcoin miners have to perform complex calculations in proof of work. Race to mine new coins. However, the cryptocurrency is being switched over to proof of stake, which I mentioned, which is ETH 2.0. Now that's supposedly coming out in July, and you're going to be able to do create a validator on the network with a minimum of 32 ETH. So that I think is going to drive the price of Ethereum. I think we're going to see like all-time new highs in Ethereum, just because proof of stake, everyone's going to want to race to get 32 Ethereum. And with this Grayscale, buying nearly half of all the Ethereum, that's going to drive the price. So it's going to be less of a supply to get 32 ETH to start staking. So, and that's why I think Ethereum price is going to go up. Everyone's going to want to stake. They want to get 32 Ethereum, but it's going to be harder on the market, and especially as we come closer to the Bitcoin halving. Also, another thing for Vechain, it's not just Ethereum, it's not just Bitcoin. I think it's just the overall market. Here's a tweet from Uncle Vito, right? And he mentions, this address just bought 100 million VET and has now 328 million VET. So I don't know if that's an exchange, but either way, the whales are coming in. Bitcoin halving is less than 2 weeks. It's going to be interesting what we see. Whether we see that increase, that bull run come sooner than later, who knows? Maybe there'll be a dip and people are going to be buying it. But anyways, you guys let me know. I'm going to leave all the links for you. I want to keep this one short. My next video, probably later on today, is going to be a little bit about Vechain and blockchain technologies and what we're seeing in China. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.